A little history about reflexology. The origin of reflexology, or zone therapy as it was originally called, still remains a mystery. In his book, Zone Therapy, by Dr. William Fitzgerald states that a form of treatment by means of pressure points was known in India and China 5,000 years ago. This knowledge, however, appears to be lost or forgotten. Perhaps it was set aside in favor of acupuncture, which emerged as the stronger growth from the same root. Another conjecture is that it began in Egypt. Evidence for this stems from an Egyptian tomb drawing dating back to 2330 BC. This drawing depicts 4 people. One person is being treated with foot massage and a second person with a hand massage. Others credit its birth to the Incas, people who belong to a very ancient Peruvian civilization, possibly reaching back to 12,000 BC. It is speculated that they passed down their knowledge of zone therapy to the North American Indians, who are still using this form of treatment today. What is certain is that zone therapy was being used as far back as AD 1500. Cellini, 1500 to 1571, the great Florentine sculptor, is reported to have used strong pressure on his fingers and toes in order to relieve pain in his body with apparent success. The American president, James Abraham Garfield, 1831 to 1881, who was the victim of an assassination attempt, is said to have alleviated the resulting pain by applying pressure to certain points on his feet. During the 16th century, several books on zone therapy were published in Europe. However, the credit for initiating reflexology, as it is known today, must be given to Dr. William Fitzgerald. Born in 1872, he graduated in medicine at the University of Vermont, USA in 1895. After practicing in hospitals in Vienna, Paris, and London, he became an ear, nose, and throat specialist. What is reflexology? Welcome to the wonderful world of reflexology. Reflexology is the study of the stimulation of points or areas under the skin known as reflexes. Reflexes correspond to specific organs, glands, and structures throughout the body. The motion of properly applying pressure to the reflexes is called reflexing. The pressure is applied in a specific manner and a sequence using the thumbs and fingers. Throughout this video, you will learn different techniques that you can follow for reflexing the hands and feet. Reflexing can, and often does, relieve energy blockages represented in the hands and feet. Once the blockages are relieved, the corresponding parts of the body are likely also to experience some form of relief. Reflexing is deeply relaxing and helps induce the effects of stress on the body and emotions. Reflexing is a way of giving and receiving loving, caring, pampering attention, as well as all of the direct and indirect benefits to the body. How and why will relaxology work for your clients? It is estimated that there are over 7,200 nerve endings in the bottom of each foot. Stimulation of these nerve endings sends a message to the brain through the spinal cord. These messages tell the brain to produce endorphins, which are our body's own painkillers. Endorphins create the good feelings and relaxation so vital to our well-being. Our body collects deposits in nerve endings. Reflexing uses pressure and massage to work out these deposits, congestion, to allow the circulation and energy to flow freely. This permits the organs and tissues to function optimally, which is why relaxology will work for your clients. The technique of thumb walking for the hands and feet is a method of applying pressure to reflex points in a variety of ways. The only implements recommended to be used for reflexing are the hands, fingers, and especially the thumbs. With the fingers and thumbs, it is possible to reflex all areas of the hands and feet. After a certain amount of practice, a sensitivity of touch develops, and the technician can feel congestion as well as tension and subtle reactions in a person's hands or feet. Energy transference, a complicated subject itself, and the importance of flesh-to-flesh touch and love can all be better expressed by the hands rather than by other implements. Reflexing is neither rubbing the hands nor the feet, as is done in massage, nor is it intrusively jabbing the finger or thumbs into them. Rather, it is an alternating of pressure resembling something similar to the movement of an inchworm. The most common method is to place the inside knuckle and pad of the thumb on the area to be reflexed. Press into the tissue with the knuckle of the thumb, gradually and smoothly shifting the emphasis of the pressure from the knuckle toward the tip of the thumb with a rolling movement. Relaxology, the reflex zones. The body is divided into 10 equal energy zones, 5 on either side of a median line, extending from the fingers up to the brain and down to the toes. 5 zones relate to the right half of the body and 5 to the left half. They are of equal width and are like segments of the body, not fine lines like acupuncture meridians. Relaxology, the spinal reflex. The spinal reflex lies on the medial side of the foot and runs from the base of the big toe to the heel, and on the medial edge of the hand from the base of the thumbnail. Relaxology, the approximate points of the reproductive system. The reflexes of the male and female reproductive organs are found across the top of the foot and across the wrist on the hands. The uterus or prostate reflex is located on the medial side of the foot and hand. The ovaries or testes reflex is located on the lateral side of the foot and hand.